So we love your involvement with your fans on social media. What is
Thanks.
it about social media that allows you that sort of freedom?
I mean, honestly, I was kind of fighting it for the longest time. I just kind of thought like, oh, this is, what can I say in 142 characters or whatever. But truthfully, I think it's a wonderful tool to have a connection with your fan base to, for me, it's kind of been a way to show some like kind of an irreverent side. I'm so serious in the music, and my tweets are just kind of so strange and oddball at 2 in the morning. And you can send a tweet like you would send a text, to a friend. And so for me to be able to have that on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, it's a whole new world out there. And it allows me to connect in a way where I learn things I never knew. I get tweeted by fans about amazing new organizations, great new musicians, cool new singers to listen to, great foundations to check out. So they teach me on social media just as much as, I hopefully make them laugh.
That's fantastic. Well, yeah, we get to see another side of you, which I think is really great. So we do have some questions from your fans.
Okay, cool.
All right, Sandy Burke tweets, what song was the hardest to leave off stages?
Oh, that's a really good question, Sandy. There were a bunch of songs, well, there were 100 of them that I was sad to leave off stages. We had to pick kind of the ones that were right and ready at that moment. But we were right at the beginning of recording a wonderful Sondheim song called Being Alive, which has been one of my favorite songs forever.
Yes.
And we just didn't get the arrangement quite right. And you can't halfway a Sondheim song. It has to be 100% perfect. So we just decided, you know what, Being Alive is going to have to be shelved for just a moment. But it broke my heart, and hopefully in a future album.
Mary tweets, with this Stages tour, will you have orchestras with you or Groban and string section?
Groban and string section. No, we're going to have full orchestras in every city.
Oh,
we're going to pick up local orchestras. They're going to be thoroughly rehearsed before I hit the stage, and it's going to be great because the stage is going to be packed with musicians. It's going to really be the live atmosphere.
That's going to be fresh and new for you each time.
Each time it gives a local flavor of those musicians, and it gives a spontaneity that you just can only get when you're able to do that. So I rarely get to tour that way in intimate venues with full orchestras like that. So it's going to be just as special for me, hopefully, as it is for the audience.
That's going to be really special for each city, though, and each artist, I would think.
I hope they enjoy it as much as I do. I love working with local musicians and kind of getting to know their ins and outs of how they swing up there, You never know what you're going to get, but it's always a great surprise.
You're a giver. All right, Lauren tweets, Josh, if you could play a round of tennis with any current or former pro, who would it be? Why? Thanks.
Oh, man. I would say Andy Murray. I think he seems like a good guy, and he kind of wears his heart on his sleeve a little bit. I've been known to smash a racket or two when I get frustrated, which is every single tennis lesson. But he's got a backhand that I'm really envious of. So even if I could just get out there just to see how he does it for a second, that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be what you do. All right. Katie tweets, how did you come to play Andy's brother on The Office?
Oh, good question. That happened actually because Mindy Kaling, who is a genius writer and comedian, and with her own show, The Mindy Project now, but she was on The Office. We followed each other on Twitter, and she direct messaged me out of nowhere and said, hey, I've got an idea for a spot on the show. I'm writing the episode. Would you be open to come on this day?
That's so great.
And I just happened to be playing Staples Center in LA, and I had a free day the next day, and it was serendipity. I just said, tell me when and where, and I'll be there. And bypassed all agencies. Just Twitter made that happen.
Just went straight to it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.